Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Bae. I'm your host Lindsay, and today we are making deviled eggs. Also, don't freak out, stuffed eggs, whatever, just really delicious, very easy, just as hard boiling them, and then you just stuff it with different flavors. Amazing. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell on my YouTube channel so that you can get updated with upcoming recipes. And you can comment below, let me know your feedback if you tried these. Would love to hear from you. Let's check it out. It's bacon time. Okay, so I have set the oven to 375, so however you guys want to cook your bacon. I will be honest, I haven't tried this bacon yet, but I was so jazzed to see this because it had been sold out. So this is Canadian corn and soy free bacon. So I'm pumped, and I will be putting this on a tray. Cook it like, I'm going to cook it like I would normally for bacon. So again, whatever you're using at home, whether it's bacon trimmings or bacon, regular bacon slices, go for it. I'm just gonna kind of pile it on a plate here and go for it. So let's go ahead and put this in the oven, 375. I'll start it out at 20 minutes, check back in, and perhaps maybe increase or not. So here we go. Okay, set that in. Great. While that's cooking, let's go ahead and get our eggs ready. So if you want hard-boiled eggs, I typically go between 9 to 12 minutes. Soft boil will be less, but again, it also depends on how many eggs you're putting in there, as well as altitude and things like that. So I'll be taking 4 eggs, and so when these are done, you cut it in half. Technically, 1/2 will be 1 snack size bite. So you really get like 8 snack size bites, but of course, again, add however many you like. So I will add these eggs to the cooler water temperature. Once again, these eggs are room temperature. Okay. Then I will turn the stove on to about medium to high. Okay, I also like to add a little bit of salt because the acid can help prevent the proteins from binding to the shell, which can make it stick and be a little bit trickier for you to peel. So while both things are cooking between the bacon and the eggs, we can prepare whatever flavor we decide to add to our eggs. So my choice is raw Gouda cheese, and this is by Miller's Bio Farm. I am obsessed with this dairy farm. A2, raw, just super quality, and the taste. I mean, their butter is phenomenal. They're all things from kefir to raw milk to they even have raw cottage cheese. It's a great farm in Pennsylvania. Anyways, Gouda, I love Gouda, and it makes a really awesome blend in your deviled eggs or stuffed eggs, whatever. So this cheese is really good in deviled eggs. I will shred a little bit of that because I am only making maybe 2 of the eggs, maybe even 3 of the eggs cheese. So that's about how much I'll keep there. Okay, avocado now. So if you guys haven't seen in any of my other cooking shows, you spin the avocado. Apparently that's the proper way to do it. And I do. I think it's easier. Stop. The perfect avocado? Okay. Anyways, I will scoop out half of the avocado. I said affocato. It's avocado. Okay, mash that up in there. And what I like to do is actually add a little bit of lime zest to this. So just a tiny squeeze of it in the avocado. One, because if you are presenting, it is less likely to turn brown. So if you keep it in, the fridge or outside before you serve, not everybody likes a brown avocado, whatever. Add a little salt to it. Now this salt I love. Okay, this is a salt company that also gets it too, Vera Salt, microplastic free, and guess what? It's in glass. It's in a glass grinder, which is really hard to find. So love this salt. This is, well, I guess it's kind of an older find, but I'm incorporating it more into my daily salt intake. Okay, next up is salmon. This, I got it from Wild Planet, Wild Pink Salmon. I like this brand if you're doing a canned fish. I don't eat canned fish very often, but for today's sake, because I said it's gonna be a quick recipe, so this is a great way to just expedite your process. And I love having just multiple variety of flavors. So salmon is it. So add it in here. I'll also add a little bit of salt here. Cool, so checking on the bacon. It's been about 20 minutes. Okay, I will flip these guys. They look great. I'm also pulling the eggs off the stove too because those are ready to be peeled. Back in the oven we go. Probably set it for another 10 minutes. Another tip for the eggs to try to make the best peeling experience possible is to put your eggs in either an ice bath or cold water. So I have a cold water that I'll put it in. But first I'll dump, this is my cold water. First I'll dump the water in here. And then I will add these eggs into the cold water. This will help hopefully make a more enjoyable peeling process. Okay, now the peeling part of it is going to crack the egg sort of all around and gently peel this off. Whoops, actually I have a compost here that I'd like to put all these in. You gotta get a good one, Bryson. Look at this one's a good one. Look how beautiful that is. Peel kind of like this motion. Right. I'm gonna wash this egg off here. Here we go, beautiful. Okay, so you'll take your egg once they're ready and you've peeled them and you will slice them in half, like so, okay? I'll scoop out the yolks into a separate bowl. I'm actually gonna get a smaller spoon, yeah. It's a better tool, better for scooping out the yolks. And if you don't get all of it, that's okay, because it's all just gonna go back anyways. This is just to get some of the flavor going. All right, so I typically do about half a teaspoon per egg yolk, so that would be about 2 teaspoons since I've done 4 eggs here of vinegar. So adding the vinegar, 1 and 2. There we go. I'll add some salt to the mixture too. Now we'll mash with a fork. You can do a fork, you can do a blender, again, depending on how many eggs you're doing at a time. I like to do this. Okay, so for about 4 eggs or so, I'll add about a teaspoon of olive oil. I did forget to kind of mention that in the beginning, but that's what we're here. We're learning together. All these things. This is what we have. Canadian bacon. It smells so good. Canadian bacon, look at that. What I will do now is I'll take sort of my mashed egg yolks and start preparing the other sides. So I'll take my cheese and just plop it in there like so. I may add a little bit more, I don't know yet. I'm going to take a teaspoon of the egg yolk mash with vinegar and olive oil. Drop it in there. I'm going to take another teaspoon, so 2 teaspoons, drop it in there. Great, mash it up. Then we'll take another one. This is your avocado one. And then I'll add about 2 teaspoons here. Okay. Then I'll just go ahead actually and add 2 teaspoons to the salmon one. Then we're mixing the avocado with the egg yolk here. This one will be a good one. And we'll mix the salmon one together. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more olive oil to the salmon to get more liquidy consistency and a little lemon to it. So that's what we'll do for that one. Nice. That way it has a little bit more of a moist texture to it. Now, since the bacon has cooled down a little bit, holy moly, it's the perfect crispiness of this bacon, that's for sure. And then chop it into sort of really fine pieces so that, well, honestly, chop it how you want it, right? There's no right way. These are just ideas so that hopefully that you can get inspired in the kitchen. And please come back and share if you have any other deviled egg inspiration, flavor explosions that you want to share. I'm going to take all this bacon, put it in here. Again, like, go by experience too. If you feel like, all right, it had a little bit too much bacon in it, maybe I want to put more egg yolk in it, go for it. I will add 1 teaspoon and I will add 2. But now, here's a trick. Guess what I'm gonna do? Add a little bit of bacon grease. Here goes the bacon grease. What? Amazing. Add however much you like. Let's go ahead and mix that up. Okay, yummy. Okay, time to stuff the eggs. Now, don't be afraid. It does get a little messy, but cut. Again, see how it's just like super flavorful, different treats. It's like fun, tapas style, so that's why it's a fun, entertaining recipe too. But also, if you enjoy a good flavor explosion throughout your week, great to prepare ahead of time and leverage for a convenient snack. Okay, that's the wrap. I shared a special recipe with you, deviled eggs or stuffed eggs. Love these, and they are a party favorite. Also, they're a Choxy favorite too, so I'm going to give her a nice little, oh, yummy. Don't get it on my carpet though, or my rug rather. Thank you so much for joining. Please hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you can get notified next time a recipe drops. I'm going to taste these delicious deviled eggs. Again, fun for snacks, on the go. I'm sure your kids will love it, your family will, your party will. Just go ahead, go make them. Cheers.